we are all of us increasingly living in online as well as offline worlds. And this is changing society. Social media is not just a tool, it's a part of an identity, it's part of a way of life. Social media is an agent of social change. It creates new groups of people, it creates new languages, it creates new cultures, it creates new identities. Social media isn't just changing society, it's also changing the way that society can be researched and the way that society can be understood. And the reason for this, of course, is data. Every tweet, every comment, every post, every cat picture can be collected and analysed. And this makes social media an absolute game changer for data. Just during the 15 minutes of this talk, 5.2 million tweets will be sent. 5.5 million hours will be spent on Facebook. 310 million WhatsApp messages are flying from one phone to another, and 360 hours of footage uploaded onto YouTube. Social media genuinely is a game changer for data. This blows away the numbers that we're used to dealing with. Social media is a treasure trove for understanding how people and society work, how beliefs form, how ideas spread, how we influence others, how we are influenced ourselves. If we can find the way of unlocking all of this, it could genuinely transform how we understand ourselves and how we understand society. And that's the question. How to make sense of this all? How to find the keys to unlock all the insights this data contains? It's a question I've been struggling with for over 5 years. All the conventional ways that we do research simply cannot cope with the mind-boggling, ridiculous amount of data that we now have access to. We've spent decades working out how to study society. The questionnaire, the poll, the interview, the survey, none of them can cope with the mind-boggling amounts of data which we can now very easily, very freely access. So we need to find other ways. And of course, we need technology to help us. Now, algorithms are everywhere on the internet. You'll see the silent rumble of algorithms underneath almost everything you do. They control the information you see. They show you the products you might want to buy. They show the news you might find relevant. But they're also the daily tools of researching the massive digital world. I use algorithms every day. They're the chisels that I use to split data sets apart. They're the scalpels that I use to sculpt them. They're the sieves that I use to catch the information which is really important, really valuable for me as a researcher, and to dump the information which isn't. Algorithms and technology are required, are necessary, are really important in trying to do this kind of work. But what I have found, and this is the message I come here to say today, is that counting isn't enough. At the moment, there is this race for larger and larger numbers, more and more data. And whilst we are getting better at counting, and we really are, some of this technology is unbelievable, we are actually not getting that much better at understanding. Human beings are not atoms. In all of our messy chaos, we are a lot more complicated than that. I think we're on the cusp of something new, something genuinely exciting and something possibly transformative, something which is capable of making sense of all the amazing data, all the amazing amounts of information we now have, and in doing so, teaching us so much more about ourselves. It has the potential to be a more muscular, more powerful kind of research than what we've ever had before. A kind of research fit for the 21st century, a kind of research capable of us understanding society increasingly living online. But it will have to be a mix of counting and culture, arts and sciences, numbers and people. It will be the only way of making it all work. And I think it will be championed by a next generation of researchers, of thinkers, maybe some of those in this room, who will laugh at the disciplinary boundaries that we've drawn up. They won't think it's useful, they won't think it's helpful. They'll be as comfortable writing algorithms as they are essays, as comfortable unpicking culture as they are code. And this something, call it what you want. Call it social media science, call it social media arts, call it social media studies. In bringing the arts and the sciences together, I genuinely believe is the future of research, and I genuinely believe it's the next chapter in that great story of us trying to understand ourselves. Thanks very much, everyone.